Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to the Diary of Jackson. This is our first episode of a new show that we are trying to hold and shoot every week. We have our cast members, which consist of, starting to the left,
my name is Krishara, aka Michael.
I'm Dash.
I am Kawana from Milan Crochet.
It's Raquel Bonet.
Alright, and tonight to start off our show, we're going to have a couple of topics, and we have a very special guest in store for you guys. I bet you can't wait to see. We'll let you know who she is in just a moment. Alright, starting off our first topic, we're going to start off with a little of pageantry. What do you guys feel are some talents that you do not want to see anymore? Express yourself.
I'm really getting tired of I take my problems to the dance floor and the get on up mixes.
Totally agree.
I think that people, and not to say that it's a bad choice of song, but I think that people, if you're going to do that, you need to come up with a little bit more originality because it's getting a little redundant. Sorry, that's just my opinion, though. Of course, you can have your own.
What do you feel, Kashara? What's one of yours?
Well, I would have to say Rhythm of Love.
Do you just do that talent?
I know I just did that talent. That's fine. I thought I had worn out, girl. But they got me, girl. They said my hair was short and foolish.
Girl.
But you know, I'm not getting tired of it. But you know, I'm gonna do it again. You would have to blame.
That doesn't.
But you're tired of it.
Never mind. Let's just keep going.
We love you, girl. All right. What about you, Israel?
I would have to say gospel, period.
Yeah.
If it's not a production, it is not talent.
Now I have to say something about that. Sometimes gospel does get a little boring to me, but I saw a pageant tape with Monty St. James, and he did a gospel song, and it was phenomenal. And it was so simple, you know. It wasn't like people just dancing. He had props, and he had a choir. But his choir, what was so funny was his choir. It was like I felt like I was in church, and his choir they did this little dance stuff. It was awesome.
Made me feel like I'm in church.
Right, exactly. He did a really good job with that. But it wasn't like just realistic too. It also had it was very theatrical also. It also had its little comedy bits. So I applaud him for that. But you know, people need to, when they do talents, they need to start thinking outside of the box and trying to target that entertainment value and not just being too clean or consistent or trying to make the crowd go up. You need to, you know, do both.
That's what you told me.
I agree. Now, one talent that I am totally sick of, and I hate seeing every time I see this talent, I get up and take a bathroom break or an alcohol break, and that is tape time. Oh my God. I'm so sick of everybody. When I say everybody doing their talent.
It takes so much time. I mean, if they would just do the scat part, I think that's more interesting to me. Just the little scat part at the end, and just do that because I find it very impressive when people can do that well.
Right.
Let's just skip to that part. Right. Okay, just as you know when you sit in the pageant, sometimes you just want to press fast forward like you're watching TV.
Wow, I've been to several of those. Any other talents y'all don't care to see for anymore?
This Is My Life.
Oh gosh. This Is My Life. I feel like This Is My Life is an easy out talent.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to see a picture of you as a baby, a man, and then you change and you have your titties on your chest? I mean, who wants to see that?
But I you know what? I love Shirley Bassey. I do. Her voice and that song is so much power. You know, like I said, if it's done right, even your own originality, there's nothing wrong with it. But everybody doing the same
the same concept of
that does kind of like
picture show.
Yeah. Like the way Italy did it at
right.
You know, she still had her little element of surprise.
But she had surprises. She didn't have the pictures of Italy. She had a concept of what she was doing, and that's what made her This Is My Life. It told her life story. Right. It wasn't just pictures of her growing up. We don't want to see you grow up. We want to see why this is your life. What made you come this far to do what you're doing.
Yeah, right. She had jail pictures and
Yes,
everything.
Italy Zaire, that talent was over.
It was functional and it was simplistic and to the point. Your talent doesn't always have to be this big overdone production. It can be simple and to the point and still be entertaining.
What else are y'all tired of?
Oh gosh.
No.
Can we say?
I'm tired.
Tired of the broken artists. I'm tired of...
Are you going to sing?
Oh, I'm tired.
Because I was about to go.
Oh.
Well, I must say this. As you all know, my daughter, Miss BJ, aka Aja Crochet Times, She did tires for her talent.
And she did a really good job.
But she had a concept with her tires.
Right.
She went in from Holiday Heart into Tire because she was tired of what she was going through at the time with Holiday Heart, which told a story of why she did that tired song. So I applaud her. Actually, she did win talent with that. Congrats, boo.
Which goes.
You learned from the best.
So we learned something tonight. Your talent needs to have some pizzazz to it, you know? Go for the entertainment value. Go for the cleanliness. But most of all, go for simplicity.
Correct. Okay, well, off with the talent, we're going to go on entertainment value. What do you guys feel make you a great entertainer? And why do we feel we have to compete so much against each other to get the credibility that we feel we should need?
Wow.
Where should we start? Well, I feel like a good entertainer should have a lot of things. I think that they should be able to entertain. They should be able to go out there and with some outfit on that makes them look like they're about to do something. And, you know, at least look like you're somebody when you go out there. Don't just go out there with a towel on or some underwear or, you know, something that somebody else wore on show last week. That's late. But I can't talk because I used to do it all the time.
But you lived, you learned, and you grew,
right.
and you have came out of that stage. Right. I congratulate you for that.
Thank you so much.
You know, my view on this is you never know who's in the audience. And if you want to succeed in this business, you know, you need to be 100% correct all the time. Last night I was over here and I was sewing a costume for myself. And somebody came to the house, a visitor came here. And she's not gay or she doesn't know much about the lifestyle, but she knows that we have shows and sometimes she comes to them and she said, oh, I'm so glad to see that you're putting something into these shows because most of the time when I see boys perform, all they come on stage with is with underwear. She's like, at least you're putting some effort to it. Like I said, you never know who's watching and you never know what reputation you might leave on that person or what impression you might make. So it's always good to be, you know, 100% all the way, you know what I mean? Or try to at least achieve it because we all can't be perfect, but we can. Strive for perfection, right?
Right. Okay, my perspective on the entertainment values, I feel that, okay, it's great to have somebody to do you from head to toe. But I feel that if you haven't done yourself from head to toe, I feel like your entertainment value to me has dropped because you're not putting yourself onto that stage. You're putting somebody else onto that stage. It's not your work on your face. It's not your hair, nor is it your garment. So I congratulate the girls and the boys that do take the time out to study their craft from head to toe. As far as costumes, makeup, hair to jewelry. I congratulate you all, me being one of those people. Sorry. But I congratulate you all who put the effort into giving a crowd a show. And not an X-rated show. Because these days, as far as a male entertainer, I don't put myself out there like that to be a stripper. I'm a male entertainer and I carry myself as such. I have big plans in my future to go far in this craft. And I don't want them to remember, oh, that's the boy who was in the underwear. Or that's the boy that was in the towel. No, I want to remember me as, oh, that's the boy who danced. That's the boy who entertained me. That's the boy who created costumes. And that's what I'm trying to get younger male entertainers to understand. Leave an impression. Every impression is not a good impression.
It's like a gumbo. You want to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You want to be the melting pot, the mix, baby.
Right.
Okay.
How you feel, Israel, on the entertainment value?
I pretty much feel the same way. You know, you have to be. It's all right to be sexy. I mean, work with what you got, but be tasteful at all times.
Yes.
Just keep it tasteful.
Yeah.
Because you know, I like my little Mickey Mouse and stuff too.
How do y'all feel about entertainment in Jackson though?
that was a horrible sigh.
We need to go further into this conversation.
I want to start off with that because me not being from Jackson, I currently reside in Jackson.
Actually, nobody on this couch is from Jackson.
Right, correct.
Not just that Jackson is a bad place. Though.
It's not a bad place.
I love Jackson.
I'm saying I came here December 25th, 2005 is when I moved to Jackson, Mississippi. My first show that I seen was New Year's Eve. And I was blown away. I didn't know anybody here in Jackson. I was blown away because I seen this one little girl on the mic. All of y'all should know who I'm talking about. Amir Love Black.
Yes.
When I seen her, I didn't have much knowledge of drag and male entertainment. I didn't get into any of that until I moved here to Jackson. But when I seen this lady, I thought she was a lady. She gave the illusion, and she was the epitome of a woman. Until I seen her and actually met her a couple of months later, and she was a boy. And I was blown back. But that's one person that I can honestly say every time that she performed, that I've seen her, I was just gone, because her grace, her beauty, her stage presence was just, it just, you had to love her.
Yeah.
And that was one of the girls that, rest in peace to Mia Love Black, that was one of the girls who I wish was here today. Maybe some of the performance in Jackson wouldn't be the way that they are now. Getting on stage with dry ass hair, no fingernails, a costume they wear every other week. I mean, that's not performing. If you can't afford to perform, not saying that you have to have the overlook, but I mean, everybody has fabric on sale for $1.25, $1 something. We have too many people in Jackson that sews. I saw people, and I don't even charge them, because I feel like it's a hobby. And I feel like if you want to get something made, I feel like you're putting the effort to get something made. And everybody doesn't have money like everybody. You know, everybody isn't able. So I'm not going to tell you no just because you don't have $5. I mean, you're trying to put yourself out there and promote yourself. And the same as me, I'm trying to put my work out there and promote myself. So, I mean, it's benefiting for the both of us. But I mean, entertainment in Jackson has went down the drain.
Well, I mean, it's so negative. Let's talk about some of our favorite entertainers in Jackson, because you looked up to Mira Love Black
As a female entertainer.
As a female entertainer, I looked up to Miss Malaysia Andrews Rahor, because I feel like she
could do no wrong in my book.
I love her. You know,
He loves Malaysia.
I love Malaysia Andrews Rahor, because to me she has such skill and such versatility. You know what I mean? Malaysia will come one day and she will dance for you. She will come another day and give you gospel. She will give you disco. And when she performs, there's something about her that just exudes passion. And I can respect that. As being a performer in this type of community and other type of communities, I can respect that she gets on the stage. She gets on the stage and she gives you her. All of her, and she's very beautiful. She's very well put together, and I appreciate that. I appreciate.
She's on the cover of a book as well.
Right, Malaysia's doing big things for the city of Jackson.
I've always looked up to her.
All right.
Okay.
Who do you look up to, Kushara?
Can we skip me?
No, ma'am. We're going to you.
I mean,
I
everybody.
really don't look up to anyone. I mean,
There has to be at least one performer that you've looked at on stage, regardless of our own preferences on entertainment. There has to be somebody you look up to, and you know.
Well,
They don't have
I
to be
would
from
have to
Jackson.
say that I really looked up to two people, and that would be Raven Crochet and Avia Crochet.
Oh yeah, Avia. I forgot about Avia.
That's y'all mama.
Right.
Well, we can't be biased because you know.
Right.
But yeah, I really look up to them because they're so creative. They're so put together. When you see them on stage, they're like, wow. They always have that wow factor about them.
Right.
I really couldn't say one is better than the other, but
Girl.
you know, they're really good people, and I look up to them. Hey, special guest.
All right.